All right, what's going on, everyone? I'm your host, Ronney McKee. You are looking at Ronney Sports Corner. I got my guy Sam Shields with me here today. Sorry, video went out for a sec. All right, it's been a while, so welcome back. Um, we haven't gotten to NFL in a while. It's been a few weeks. So I want to catch y'all up. Obviously Falcons fan, 2-game losing streak. We're not looking too good right now. Vikings fan right here, 8-2. They still in a wild card position at 8-2. But we want to get into both AFC and NFC today. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with the AFC since both of our teams are in the NFC. So we're gonna start off with the AFC. So we're gonna give a little breakdown of what we have been seeing, who are our favorites, and who are the people that's been like the biggest disappointment. Kind of want to get into almost every team, but obviously some teams we're not gonna be able to get into. So we're gonna start off with the AFC. I just want to hear who is your favorite going into week 13 or week
AFC,
12. Week 12.
yeah, yeah,
Week 12. Yeah.
AFC. I think it's almost pretty clear. I mean, they knocked off the number one team in the league. I had to go with the Buffalo Bills. Um, you don't okay? You can shake your head. Either way, I think they're my leading favorite. Before the Bills, I think it's Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has been in some dog fights with a lot of good teams. I think this recently beat Baltimore, so in a super close bout. But right now, I got the Buffalo Bills, man. I think everybody was trying to figure out what the Buffalo Bills had going on this season. Even myself, I was like, okay, this kind of shaky, but super quiet this year. But to come off a big win like they did this past weekend, super huge.
All right. So first of all, to get into that Buffalo point, Buffalo has won in the playoffs against the Chiefs like the past few years.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't keep crowning them guys as the favorites when they win in the regular season a lot. But in the postseason, they're going to have to show me something. And it's not even Josh Allen plays bad because he doesn't play bad.
No.
It's just okay. Let's put it like this: that touchdown that he scored at the end of the game, that was a big step up because in the playoffs last year, he missed the pass to Diggs, or Diggs missed that pass.
Yeah.
Diggs actually missed that pass, but then a field goal kicker misses a kick. It's like
Yep.
whatever could go wrong with them happens to go wrong with them. So I
Yeah.
mean, not to say they aren't capable, because given Josh Allen his talent, I wouldn't say he's on Pat Mahomes' level, but he's not far behind.
Yeah.
Um, so I would say, yeah. I mean, I can respect the Bills. I would say Bills are second. We all came into the season thought the Ravens was gonna be like first or whatever. Given Ravens aren't having a bad season, but it just honestly, it's like some plays that needs to be made. They always happen to like not make them in big games.
That last play of the against the Steelers,
Yeah.
that was a mess. That was a mess. I don't know what they were going for. People were trying to give them excuse of, oh, he was supposed to have a wide receiver. I don't think he was supposed to have a wide receiver out there
It was
because
just running to the left.
yeah, I think because right before they were going for that final play, they were about to start. They were about to run another play, another quarterback keep, a quarterback draw to the right side instead of the left. All they did was, and it didn't work. So they're like, well, he was supposed to have a wide receiver. I don't know about all that one. I think it was a quarterback draw, and that defense just came and showed out against y'all. That's all.
And everybody keeps talking about Derrick Henry as far as the carries and stuff like that. I think what people are missing though, given Derrick Henry he can't take off alone at any point.
Yep.
So I understand that, but in a lot of these games, they look at his carries and stuff like that. In the big games, they're like, well, why didn't he get the ball more? It's
Yep.
kind of hard because the pace of the game is kind of different now. Given in this game, the pace of the game wasn't too fast. It's 16-18. Wasn't a lot of scoring going on in this game. But in like, let's put it like this: when they played against the Bills, it was like a blowout. I can't really remember Lamar numbers, but I believe he had 200 passing yards. it was like a fast paced game. When they play against the Chiefs, most of the time Chiefs put so much pressure on you. Granted, many people are looking at their offense and saying, they haven't done this, they haven't done this. Honestly, like when you look at it though, whenever they have to score quick, like in the Buffalo Bills game, given that they didn't get the ball back afterwards, like Josh Allen scored, but they scored within like 2 or 3 minutes before Josh Allen scored that touchdown.
Yep.
So it's like I'm pretty sure like if they put a lot of pressure on you to score in football, and like I said, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say because we talking about regular season. I mean, it seemed like in the playoffs they just keep going one way.
Yeah.
For the past 5 years, it's going one way. Other than the Bengals and Patriots, it's going one way. So I mean, we keep making excuses like Lamar. Well, if they would ran the ball more last year, well, maybe the Chiefs probably would just score more there.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, we keep making excuses, and I mean, I understand because we like to break down and stuff like that. I mean, that's really what I'm doing right now. We like to
Yeah.
break down, but I mean, I just saw this stuff happen way too much time. Like this man, even when they played the Falcons, and this is why I was telling people in the game, they're like the Falcons should kick the field goal. Hope their defense held off, and then they could just kicked another field goal. I said, who's to say that man wouldn't just went down and scored a touchdown?
Exactly.
I'm like, he literally puts that much pressure on you, and given his pass doesn't say that he's not going to do it.
Yeah. Give his pass. It looks like he gonna go score again.
Yep. So I mean, then you got um, then you got Steelers, like you said. Steelers got a great defense. So I like Russell Wilson pushing the ball down the field now.
Yep.
Now I do believe this in the playoffs. They're going to double team Pickens. So them throws over the top, I don't know how many of those he's gonna win. Just being honest, like he's a great jump ball wide receiver. I mean, shoot, you see UGA back here. We saw it.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. But I mean it's hard to have those plays in the playoffs. Like I think the offense is very people are not gonna agree with me, but their offense is very vanilla. Most
Yeah.
of the time, it's either a deep shot or Najee Harris is running. And Najee Harris is running the ball extremely well this year. So it's either that or it's a deep pass. Sometimes they do a little play action or whatever, which is pretty good or whatever. But for the most part, their defense is going to hold up in the playoffs. I have no doubt about their defense. My doubt is, do I think the offense is going to be able to outperform the elite offenses? And right now, in the playoffs, you got the Bills. You think the offense will outperform the Bills?
You see the Steelers?
Yeah.
No, I don't think Steelers offense can outperform the Bills.
Okay. You got the Chiefs.
No.
Chargers.
Maybe.
I just saw Larry Herbert just threw a ball across his body out. I'm not banking on it. This man
So
just threw
you're
a ball.
convinced?
But honestly, I will say this: the Steelers did beat the Chargers in like week 3 or 4. So they have shown that they can beat the Chargers. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
hold off on that one. I'm gonna hold off on that one. And like I said, the other team is in a division, the Ravens. Now they don't beat the hell out of the Ravens in their last few outings. Like they beating the hell out of them. It's almost as bad as like that outcome is like Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. It look like it's scripted. So, but yeah, for the most part, I think the Steelers might be third. I put the Steelers third.
Yeah. I would say Steelers third. I like the Steelers a lot. I'm interested to see what they'll do. Who's their next matchup? Who do they play next?
Let me see. What's it? Steelers
Okay.
play the Browns.
The Browns. Okay, so I guess we could see what they do against the Browns, but um,
Seriously, the Browns. That's the test that we're going
I mean
on.
that's not the
That's
test. I'm
the
not
test
saying
that
that's the.
we're
I'm
going
not
on.
saying that's the
You know what I'm
test.
saying? Let's see what they do
I'm,
against the Browns. They
but
may
I
beat the
just
hell
want
out
to
the
see
Browns. Hey, guess what? They are a playoff. They are a contender.
because I want to see. I do want to see what they look like throughout the remainder of the season. Because me and you did not think the Steelers are going to be anywhere near or where they're at right now or sniff this position. So I'm just trying to figure out. Hey, I'm coming off this off season where I picked up 2 quarterbacks. The first what 3 games, 4 games, probably more. We start 3 games. We start off with Justin Fields, and then he goes. What was his record? He was
Well, yeah, he only lost like one game. He lost like
yeah,
one
it's
game.
like 3-1. And we say, okay, we got Russell Wilson back. Let's put him in. And he goes under. So it's like a not a test run, but it's like I'm surprised what they're doing with so many variables, if that makes sense.
I agree. I agree. And we got to talk about. I want to talk about the Bengals and Jets before we go to the AFC.
The Jets are a joke.
That's what I wanted to talk about them. So they go out. Obviously, they get Aaron Rodgers 2 years ago. That's supposed to be a savior. Midway through the season, they like, well, it's our coach. That's the reason. Fire coach. Same problem still existing.
I think they went one
Get
and
Devontae
five after
Adams.
firing the coach or something, 1-4 or something
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Shoot, that coach sitting at home like, shoot, I'm still getting paid. He
Yeah,
said the cat
told
said the
y'all.
cash work every time.
Yep.
But so you got him getting money. Um, they got a whole bunch of dead cap. They just signed Hassan Reddick. Hassan Reddick hasn't made any difference on their defense. Devontae Adams, it looked like he hasn't made any difference on their offense. I
He
mean,
was crying too much.
it's a, it's a sad case that's going on with the Jets. And
Yep.
honestly, it's a sad case what's going on in New York. We don't get to AFC, we don't get to NFC in a little while with the Giants. But it's a sad case what's going on in New York. And for a city that's supposed to be that popular and that big,
Yep.
they sports, as far as football, has been the
Terrible.
saddest. Like, like you are basing your hopes on the Jets, who are 3-8,
Yep.
and the Giants, and we don't get to the NFC in a little while. This is a joke. And to be honest
Straight.
with you, we're asking ourselves, what can they possibly do next year? I mean, we said this before the trade happened. I was like, why is Devontae Adams trying to go to the why is he trying to go to the Jets? Why is he trying to
Yeah,
go
it
to
didn't
the
make any
Saints?
sense. Didn't make any sense.
He keep trying to go with his best friends, and his best friends keep leaving him. So obviously they not the best of friends, are they? Because anytime it comes down to it, they gone. He
Mm-mm.
went. How do you go? My bad. It says my internet connection unstable. Let's see. Okay, I'm back. How do you go to the Raiders with your best friend? Then he leaves to go to the Saints. And you choose to say, well, they follow him to the Saints. You know what? We're not going to get into that. We got to talk about something else. Cincinnati. My bad. Cincinnati. We obviously thought that they was going to be probably the biggest test to the Chiefs, given that they're the only team that has shown they could beat them in the playoffs in the past few years.
Yep.
4-7. Honestly, they haven't started off any of these seasons well. I think their problem is they pissing off everybody because they don't want to pay them. So
Yeah.
everybody like, I mean, Jamar Chase is getting paid $1 million. He's getting paid $1 million. Now, like I said, millions is a lot to us, but to him, he
Yeah.
like, I'm a top wide receiver in the league.
And he
So I ain't
playing
paying $1
like
million.
it.
Yeah,
And he's
yeah, I
playing like
can't
he's
pay $1
been
million.
playing good, man. He's been
But
playing
but I
good.
ain't gonna lie to you, he throwing the team chemistry off with his post game.
Yeah.
He throwing
Yeah.
the team chemistry off.
But
And Joe Burrow's
he
supposed
is
to
doing a
be
lot. I mean,
yeah.
that's what you expect from these wide receivers now. Throw a
Joe
couple
Burrow's supposed to be his
shots. Huh?
Joe Burrow's supposed to be his bro.
You think that bro is more than my money?
What?
You think that bro means more than my money and my livelihood?
Hey, okay. Well, let me tell you this. He keep talking that shit, right? He'll end up like Calvin Ridley over there. You can get your money, but you can go. You
They
saw what
ain't gonna
happened
do
with
that.
you saw what happened with Calvin
They'd be
Ridley.
foolish to do that.
Look, Calvin Ridley sitting over there asking himself on some, why am I not getting the ball? You said, look who your quarterback is.
No,
No, he was seriously joking about the ball, and then they're like, dude, your quarterback is Will Levis. What are you talking about?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And that's what I'm saying. Like Jamar Chase, now given Cincinnati should definitely pay him. But he still got 2 years on his contract. That's why Cincinnati is doing that. But Cincinnati did the same thing with T. Higgins. That's why it's not good to trust Cincinnati. They don't pay people. They literally just don't pay them. They be like, yeah, you can
Pull
go.
up.
Joe Burrow said, what? I'm talking about weakness. They can go. You can leave.
You can
Don't
get
make a
out of here.
play.
Yeah. We
So
not paying him.
yeah, I think they're gonna be messed up in a little while. I honestly think so. But I mean, like I said, my bad. We didn't
I was
want to
gonna
make
say
this
all the
about
post
Jamar.
game interviews is throwing me off.
Yeah,
I feel like the team chemistry is just all the way off. Even
yeah, it's
watching Joe
almost.
Burrow, he don't look that happy.
Yeah.
Like he's
I mean,
being
you're not happy
super.
when you're losing. Yeah,
I mean, of course not. Of course not. But also too, hey, I think there's power in words and how people carry themselves. And when you're losing, I don't think as a team leader, y'all should be holding y'all head down low. Figure out a way
hey,
to spin it and get back right on track. But
let's just put it like this: you played football in high school. I played basketball in high school. When you're losing, that team morale go far down. Let's just put it
oh, for
like that.
sure.
It's something about
Luckily,
them ass it's something
we ain't
about them
had to do
ass
interviews
whoopings
in high
that
school.
make the team morale go all the way down. It's like,
Yeah,
man, it ain't even the same. Them jokes, you like, man, what are you joking about, man?
shit. My
Like,
team lost so much, it was okay. Went back to regular programming after a loss. It's just you getting on Call of Duty later? Yeah, I am. Yep. I'll see you later on the game.
yeah, I'll be on here.
I think the only game where we was for real sad was my senior year, and it was our last game. Where I was just like, damn, we lose on the last game. We got our butts whooped, but hey, it's different.
Oh man, let's go to the NFC though. So obviously, Lions at the top of the division. I mean, at the top of the conference right now. Y'all would actually be second between y'all and the Eagles, but given that only one team in each division gets to stay up and get a playoff game, y'all are in a wild card.
Yep.
Um, got the Rams, Cardinals, that division right there. They're really all bundled up together, to be honest with you. Falcons are leading their division. We're gonna get into the Falcons in a little while also. You know what? I'm gonna start off with the Falcons. You know what? That's what we're gonna do. First of all, I feel like they constructed this team very well. They just
Yep.
made one big mistake. There is no pressure on the quarterback. I mean, Matthew Judon has been a straight up joke. We traded him, and honestly, he can go. It got so bad that we benched him last game, not the game against
Jeez.
Denver, but we
Yeah.
benched him against the Saints because he hasn't done anything. I think he got one sack since he came to our team. He can go. We're not paying the guy. So I mean, whoever he wants to go to, I mean, maybe it's our scheme or something. I don't know. Maybe it's our scheme. But all I know is one sack in 11 games. That's a joke. That is a straight up joke. Okay.
This is
And
so
I can't
funny
believe we
because when I
traded
was
for this
telling
guy.
Falcon
Okay.
fans that they should have went with Dallas Turner, it was
No,
nah.
no,
I really like the pick that we got.
no.
I really like the quarterback pick that
Hey,
we got. And now
hey,
y'all don't have now you talking about no defensive
hey,
pressure, no defensive.
hey, listen,
He would have added
listen,
to it. Now y'all got
listen.
Dallas Turner on the bench with us.
Oh, okay,
Y'all
let's
didn't
put it
need him.
like this. Let's put it like this. First of all, I would rather have picked up a quarterback for the future, given what the hell we just went through the past 2 years. Them past 2 years was some of the worst years
Y'all did get a
that I've
quarterback for the
witnessed with the
future,
Falcons.
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins is
Like
36,
180 million.
immobile. 36. He is what is them? What do they call? What do they call him? Thing? He is like a stationary target. Just imagine you
And
on
don't do
Call
that
of
to him. He's
uh,
been
uh,
he's been
um,
having great
um,
games with y'all. Don't do that to him.
imagine you on Call of Duty and somebody's away from their controller.
Nah, he's been having
That's what
great
he
games
is.
with y'all. Y'all can't do that to him. I
No,
won't.
no, no. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Yes, he's having great game. My thing is, I only believe it's only gonna stand up for about two years. That was my thing anyway. I said if we got a quarterback, we would make the playoffs. I didn't say we would win, so we would make the playoffs. After that, you just gotta go. You gotta hope for luck at that point. Because once you go to the playoffs, anybody can possibly win. You gotta get 3 games, 3 or 4 games. Anybody can win. But for the most part, it's like it's been up and down also. Like that game
Yeah.
against the Seahawks, it we I mean our given our defense gave up some touchdown. When he fumbled that ball, that was it. Last game, when he threw that pick, when we was down 6-21, when he had Bijan wide open on the check down, but he tried to force it to Drake London, that's the same pick he threw against the Saints the week before. I don't know why. And then the thing is, he had to check down with Bijan on that game. The game against the Saints, he had to check down with Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts looking over his head like, she told me to. He looked
Things
over his head
happen, man.
like, he's not looking around him. He's like, we had the
Things
two-man
happen.
warning. I don't know why he threw it. I don't know why he forced the ball. But Kirk Cousins has played well, but some games he has the moments where you like, come on now. You just telling
Yeah.
him like, you're like, come on now. That's crazy. Well, like I said, they gotta get some pass rushes. It's
Yeah.
impossible. I'm looking at them quarterbacks sitting back there just chilling. I'm like,
They
I'm,
got all day to throw, huh?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I be asking myself, I be trying to look at the line. I'm like, what y'all panicking with the people's hands or something? Like, I can't even see how good our cornerbacks and safeties are because if you let somebody do a double move, you like, well, damn. I stopped the first move. So after a while, the quarterback over here telling him which way to go. Like, yeah, go back across the field that way. So if I'm a cornerback and I got the inside leverage and he start running all the way across the other field, I'm like, hey, he beat me to the end zone. What you want me to do, coach? We ain't got no pressure on the quarterback. So until they
Yeah.
get pressure on the quarterback, I mean, first and second round next year draft, I say get two defense ends. No matter
Didn't you
no
guys pick
matter
up defensive players in the draft though, second and third round?
at this point, I'm gonna overpay a free agent to get some pressure on the quarterback. So this is sad. And that's like the biggest flaw in our defense. We don't have pressure. But so yeah, but we don't get away from the Falcons. Let's talk about the whole NFC. Lions beating the hell out of y'all. Um,
Who beating the hell out of us?
no, I'm just playing. But the
Yeah.
Lions, the
They
Lions are
only
at the
beat us
top
by
though.
2, and we didn't have our
The,
full team. So let's remember that.
the Lions are at the top. Respect to the Lions, they've been bad for so long that I think it's just their time. I mean, at some point, you like,
Uh, And Detroit Lion fans are starting to get annoying. They sound like they're damn near Patriots fan at this point. They act like they're winning the Super Bowl, everything. Like
you
y'all
know,
got
it's
the
crazy.
rest of the season left.
You know, it's crazy. We
Huh.
haven't saw many of them until they started winning.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Yeah, you didn't see them until they just started winning.
yeah,
Here, like they all start peeking out their heads last year, and then
yeah.
this year they on a roll. So now they peeked their heads again, but now they popping it, and it's
Hey,
crazy. It's honestly
look,
crazy.
they're obnoxious, they're immature, childish, and they're not used to having anything good. So guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna they're gonna go crazy for right now. But you know what? I'm gonna give respect to them. They have a great run game.
Yeah, you gotta let them have it. You gotta let them have it. Let them
Have a
enjoy and
great run
bask in it.
game.
But I've had a
Great.
team. I've had a team be fantastic fantastic, great during the season, multiple times, and I've seen it happen in the playoffs.
That's what I'm
I've
hoping
seen
happens. That's
I've
what I'm
seen a
hoping
missed
happens.
punt in the
But
playoffs. I've seen we go to the NFC champion get whooped in the. I've
yeah,
seen it happen. I've seen it
you know,
happen. That's how
you
you
know
get
what
excited about a good season.
I
Huh?
really hope happens. I hope that y'all stay close with them the whole season. And guess what? They lose that last game to y'all and have to go in the wild card and lose in the first round. Now
Nah,
that
nah.
that right there,
I do hope we beat them though. I do hope we beat them. That's a fact. I do hope we beat them.
that right there would be funny. And then
Yeah.
we're gonna see all them damn Detroit fans disappear after that. But I don't want to disrespect Detroit. They're pretty good. Play calling, I think they got one of the top 3 play callers in the NFL.
Yeah.
Um, their
Very.
defense, their defense has
And they're
been
relentless too on the
yeah,
offensive side of the ball. They're relentless when it comes to that play calling. They do not let up at all. They're going
yeah,
to keep their foot on your neck. So
yeah, definitely, definitely. Their defense, I would say is above average. I believe if Aiden Hutchinson was there, they would still be. Aiden Hutchinson changes everything because it gets pressure on the quarterback. But now they're trying to go up with little schemes and stuff like that to get open or whatever. So we'll see how that continues to play out. But I don't believe secondary is that good. Terry Arnold gets very handsy. Um, was it Carlton Davis on the other side? He's all
yeah,
right. He's all right cornerback. They kind of do a good job of being of turning the other team over for the most part, but their schedule has been their best friend so far.
yeah,
It's definitely. Now I can't lie to you. They take advantage of it because when they see them sorry team, they beat the hell out of them sorry team.
oh yeah. That's what I've
The
seen a lot
Jack,
of people. We
yeah,
we in the same division, so people are like, "Oh, the Vikings struggle with the Jaguars and
yeah,
Detroit Lions blew them out," and it's like we playing different levels of game. Because then we brought up what Houston versus the Minnesota
yeah,
Vikings, how Detroit struggled with Houston, which Houston is a better team than the Jaguars, of course,
yeah,
on paper. But for Vikings, we play up to if a team is good, we'll play good. If a team is bad, we'll play bad. Like that's just how it works for us right now in this season.
yeah. But we don't want to get into too much of that because we still got the Bears and the Packers to talk about in y'all division. Then we still got
Yep.
2 more divisions to talk about. Packers. My bad. The Packers have been making me laugh because they're a playoff team, but they're clearly the 3rd team in y'all division. It's like clear cut when they play against y'all.
Yeah.
So
And to be honest, even with their game, because they played a close game too. Caleb Williams struggling a little bit, almost closed out that game to have a game winning touchdown. Unfortunately, it didn't pan out that way. It's just a tough division, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Even when I'm watching like their games or even highlights of their game and watching them play, I'm like, even when we played Green Bay earlier this year, who was it? Love had just came back off of a groin injury, played a great game in the second, like played a really great game, and almost put us away early on. So you can't sleep on Green Bay. They're a team that, if you give them an opportunity, they're gonna take it. They're a solid team. Any other
yeah,
circumstance where the Detroit Lions and the Vikings aren't doing this well, Green Bay Packers are at the top of this division for sure.
yeah. And we coming up on like 9 minutes left, so we want to get into the other 2 conferences. Cardinals at the top of the NFC West. I don't think anybody saw this coming. Um, Kyle Murray has been playing. I'll probably say I can't say the best in that division as far as quarterback wise, but he's playing pretty good though. Playing pretty good. He's obviously been playing a lot of video games. Um, checking up defenses and stuff like that. So he's been playing
Yeah,
pretty good. Matthew Stafford, I believe he had uh Cup and the Cool. I think they'd be at the top of the division, honestly.
yeah.
But these guys, they can't. The Cool comes back from injury and gets hurt at practice. You can't make this up. You can't make it up. You like, he just came
They off
back.
and on. Yeah, they
Yeah,
off and on when it comes to that injury stuff, man.
Yeah, so 49ers, I think IU going down was devastating. Chris McCaffrey missing half a season at the beginning of the year, devastating. Seahawks, we didn't expect much of the Seahawks, so yeah. Um, like I said, I'm sorry, we had to get through that NFC West kind of fast, but it's not too much of an argument in the NFC West. They all kind of jumbled together, and there's a lot of injuries in that division also, like a lot of injuries.
Yep, yep.
Um, NFC East, obviously they got the two jokes at the bottom with the Giants and the Cowboys. Um, really, they one game apart. I mean, Cowboys it's lovely to see. It's honestly it's lovely. Like
And it's so crazy
as
because at the beginning of the year, it's just every year, and I get tired. I'm getting tired of it with the Cowboy fans. I thought my 26 going on 27 years of living that I would finally have a year where the Cowboys are just like, we got it. Oh, we're gonna take it all away. They actually do it every year. It never happens, and I'm starting to
Jerry
get
Jones
irritated.
said they going for it. Jerry Jones said they going for it now.
Yeah, everybody. Oh, Jerry Jones is trying to get him another one before XYZ. And this man, we were talking about this man, Jerry Jones, been popping off lately. He been in media for
Yeah,
all types
yeah.
of stuff. Crazy. They got a whole circus going on over there.
We going for it. We're going for it though. If we see it, we're gonna get you.
I'm like, you paid Dak, you paid CD, and then
Them
they're just
contracts ain't
struggling
looking
all.
that Dak Prescott contract ain't looking good no more.
Yeah.
And Daniel Jones in the New York, you could
Yeah.
basically say his time is up.
Terrible. Yeah.
His
You
time is
gotta get
up.
somebody. I think they benched him and put DeVito in,
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. His time is up.
Yeah, he's cooked.
Yeah,
Good luck. He had that
yeah.
one great game. I think it was a game against us. I think after that game against the Minnesota Vikings, I just had seen it. It was like a couple years ago, right before he got his contract. He had a
Yeah.
great. He had a good season. He had a good season, and they paid him a lot of money, which is crazy. But hey,
And guess what? He's gone now.
yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go to that draft.
But let's
You gotta
go
go
to
to
the
the
top.
draft.
Let's stop with the bottom fears and let's go to the top. You got the Eagles and the Commanders. Both teams right now, Eagles 8-2, Commanders 7-4. Eagles got a comfortable 3-game lead on them. Eagles have been pretty good. Honestly, after they lost to the Falcons, I kind of pushed them kind of down, but
Same.
they've been winning.
Yeah,
They've been winning. So
they've been playing like they're winners. So
yeah,
I
Saquon looking
thought,
like
go ahead.
no, I was saying Saquon looking like the second best running back in the NFL.
Who's the first?
Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's
Okay,
leading in everything.
okay, okay. I
Other
just
than
want.
other than passing,
It was
other
just
than
a. It was just a clarification.
yeah,
I was like, all right, who's the
yeah.
first?
I,
I wanted to
I was
make
like,
sure.
am I tripping? Is Derrick
No,
Henry
no,
not
no,
in
no, no. You're like Saquon is second, so I'm like, okay, let me just triple check the
it?
first, just so I know he don't have him at
You
third or something like that.
you want me to go crazy and say, oh, B John? No, I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
No, say
I know. I
no
don't know.
Saquon.
I don't know. Them boys in Detroit look good too. Not saying that they're on that level, but Gibbs,
Yeah,
Montgomery they look good in
yeah,
Detroit
yeah,
as well.
yeah, for sure.
They
But
got a great running back duo. My fault. I didn't mean to
oh no, you good, no, you good.
jump back in
Nah,
the door.
definitely. But Saquon looked like the second best running back in the NFL.
Yeah,
Jayden Daniels is playing like a top 10 quarterback. Now, given CJ Stroud played like this last year, and we see kind of a drop off in CJ Stroud right now. I don't know if it's the
yeah.
offensive line or what, but we're seeing kind of a drop off. But Jayden Daniels is playing pretty good. He should win offensive rookie of the year. Should
Yeah.
definitely, unless I'm missing somebody. Unless I'm missing somebody, but I think he
I
should
haven't
win.
watched too much of Marvin Harrison Jr., but seen his name pop up. So I don't know if he's up there, but
He's had games where he disappeared, but he's also had games where he went for
I
like
still
a
think
bunch
it's
of 20.
Jaden Daniels for sure.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
still
Yeah,
think he's
yeah.
the
I think so for sure because people was trying to mention him in the MVP at one point before, he dropped these
yeah,
two games. He dropped one to the Steelers
yep.
and he dropped one to dropped the last one to the
Baltimore.
Eagles. But before that,
Oh
they
yeah.
was mentioning him as an MVP. So
And don't forget they dropped to Baltimore too, no?
yeah, he dropped to Baltimore too. Yeah. I mean that one was kind of in the beginning of the season, kind of a little bit, so that
Yeah.
way it didn't hurt as much. But now, like I said, Jaden Daniels playing pretty good. You got the Eagles at the top. The Eagles looking like, dare I say, the second best team in the NFC?
Yeah,
Yeah.
not mad.
It's all gonna come down to are you gonna continue running football? Because if they do, you put teams in a hard situation trying to guard AJ Brown, and you got to stack
Yep.
the box with Saquon and Devontae Smith. Let me not disrespect Devontae
Devontae,
Smith.
yeah, I was about to say Devontae Smith over
Yeah.
there too.
Their problem is they don't get the third wide receiver involved. Like Jahan Dotson, he might have 200 yards on the year. Goddard had his best game when Devontae Smith and AJ Brown was out. Now
Yep.
I'm not even sure if he got 400 yards on the season. He had like 150 yards in one game. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much he got right now, but like I said, it's just Jalen Hurts. I don't know if it's Jalen Hurts, the offense, or them two guys on the outside is that extremely talented. But it looks like he only throws it to them too. And Saquon gets the ball also. I mean, Saquon gets out of the backfield as far as throwing the ball also. So, but like I said, it just seemed like it's been that way since they got Devontae Smith and AJ Brown.
Yeah. I switch it up.
Yes.
Them boys good, man. They
Yeah,
talented.
yeah, yeah.
I switch it up.
If I was somebody else, if I was the Panthers, I'm like, we're gonna break this thing up.
Yeah.
Devontae
If I'm the
Smith, you
Panthers,
want
I'm trying to get anything.
no, they already paid Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. And they did, unlike Dallas, they paid them before the market was reset. So
I think
they
I
did
seen
that a
some on
good time.
Twitter. I think Adam Thielen trying to get out of Carolina too.
How feeling did he go ahead and retire? What, he like
Hey
35
man,
years old.
and I see it's all Twitter stuff, so you gotta take it
Yeah.
with a grain of salt. But they were talking about Vikings could have an option to pick him up for pay him the minimum. I'm like, dude, he left us because he didn't want to seem like
Yeah.
the second guy. He's not coming
Yeah.
back for the minimum, and don't bring him back for the minimum. We got too many people that want the ball with the Vikings. He can find another team, maybe like Washington. He can find another team.
Well, I'm sorry, everybody. We had to cut this short. This is the end of the show right here. I will be back next week. Here should be back next week also.
Yep.
Might add one more person, talk about some of their favorite team. But like, subscribe, and comment. I'll be back next week, and thank you for watching. See you next time.